Simulated here. Welcome back to the Not So Berry Challenge, part 1 of the Plum generation. So, in this photo, first of all, let's just snap. There's just so much going on. First of all, we have got our heir in this photo. We've got our previous heir, Georgia, to the right, and George, or whatever his name is over there, is sick. He's got a rash. If you look to the right, you can see Maddie, who's red, a red ghost, about to stomp in some trash. And then if you look through the window into the study, over the top of the computer, this is actually kind of freaky. Is that Fabian? Someone is standing there. That's really creepy. Maddie over there. Could this shot get any creepier? I'm not sure. But as I said, yes, our heir is indeed Phoebe. Now, I just want to talk real quickly about why I've chosen Phoebe. So basically, in some polls that we ran on Twitter, Phoebe and Perry drew... Where is Perry, just by the way? Just over here, chilling. Phoebe and Perry drew on Twitter. Then on Instagram, when Phoebe and Perry were up against each other, Phoebe smashed it. And then Phoebe to Prince, Phoebe smashed it. And then Prince to Perry, Prince won by like 1 vote. So it was pretty clear that you guys wanted Phoebe to be the heir. So she is going to be. That means we're going to be going ahead into Creator Sim and modifying their traits. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring up the polls for some stats for you guys. Now that I know that there was one comment on YouTube asking for Prince to be the heir and one comment on YouTube asking for Perry to be the heir. So I'm sorry if you guys didn't get to take part in the polls, but unfortunately the two that were suggested in the comments didn't end up winning the polls, and the polls were just too strewn. Like if it was really close, I would have gone based on YouTube comments, but there were only 2 comments and they were very outweighed by the polls. The poll results are crazy. So we have 9% for Prince and then 45 each for Perry and Phoebe on Twitter. And then I did some polls for Prince's traits once or do I not have full edit? Yes, I do. I did some trait polls for Prince once I realized he wasn't going to be the heir. So I did it between romantic, perfectionist, materialistic, and jealous. And I did another thing on Instagram and I said, do you guys think these traits, all of these pretty much represent Prince? And you guys said, yep, like 80% yep. So the ones that got the most selected on Twitter were romantic, materialistic, and jealous. Where is that one? Is in social? Yeah, jealous. So those are the traits that you guys selected for Prince. Now let me go onto Instagram. This was a whole nother thing. Okay, you guys, so when I asked you Prince should be the heir, 7 said maybe and 5 said no. When I asked you Perry should be the heir, 6 said maybe, 9 said no. When I asked you Phoebe should be the heir, 12 said maybe, 4 said no. And then when I said Phoebe or Prince, 21 people said Phoebe and 3 said Prince. Perry or Phoebe, 9 people said Perry, 14 people said Phoebe. Prince or Perry, 13 people said Perry, 12 people said Perry, 13 people said Prince. When I asked you guys if these traits represent Prince, you guys said, yeah, about 80% towards yes. So that's why I've gone ahead and chosen these traits for Prince. And then Perry is not going to be the heir, so we're going to go ahead and remove these traits from her. I imagine Perry is a bro, because I said she is a bit more of a tomboy. Maybe a bro, and I actually haven't thought about the second trait. Maybe a bro, and then maybe a bit of a glutton, or just a foodie maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and do foodie. So there is Perry. And over here we have Phoebe, who is going to be our heir. So Phoebe is very into makeup and glitz and glam and looking pretty. So that's what we have there. So if you guys aren't happy with Phoebe being the heir, don't worry. We still are going to see the other twin and the older sibling. Lots. We're going to be seeing them all around. But for a while, we actually are going to be moving on out, which is kind of crazy. But for the intro to this part, I just wanted to tell you guys the stats on the polls, and I did see the 2 comments that were asking for not Phoebe, but that the polls were just so strewn that I couldn't ignore the polls. Like if I were to pick Prince based on the 1 comment, it just wouldn't make sense because like what 9 or so people in total wanted it, or you know. So that's what I did. I know I do this every time, you guys are probably sick of hearing it, but I'm gonna go ahead and read the rules to this generation of the Not So Berry Challenge, so that if you guys don't know it and you're not familiar, I can go ahead and read that to you. In fact, I know I'm watching a lot of Not So Berry challenges on YouTube, and I don't know anyone who's up to the Plum generation, so I'm kind of scared because I have like no inspiration on what to do. Like I don't copy, but you know, I haven't seen anyone else tackle this, so I'm not quite sure how to tackle it. But basically, Generation 5 Plum. You've always been good at anything you tried. It's hard to choose a career, so why not try a few? You work as a doctor for most of your life, but as an adult you realize your true dream is to become a professional dancer, which I think makes the most sense with Phoebe. I don't think it would have made sense with Perry. I think it could have made sense with Prince, but I think it makes the most sense with Phoebe. Same with the doctor thing. I mean, I guess either of them could have been a doctor. Maybe not Prince because he's more like really feminine. I was almost considering making him squeamish, but that, yeah, didn't end up doing that. Anyway, you quit your job and join the entertainment career. Basically, you're an indecisive oddball, which I thought the indecisive oddball bit suited Perry more, but like, you know, anyway. So your traits are genius, non-committal, and dance machine. Your aspiration is a Renaissance sim, and you are in the fast food career as a teen, then doctor and entertainer. Rules: you must master the dance skill and 2 other skills of your choosing, achieve at least level 8 in 6 skills, complete the Renaissance sim aspiration, get divorced, and then later remarried to the same sim. I also thought this made the most sense for Phoebe because I think Perry would be more down to earth, more connected, and I don't think she would get into a committed relationship and get married if she wasn't going to stay with them forever. And then with Prince, I can't really see him settling down. I don't know why. Maybe because he's a jealous sim now. Like, I just couldn't really see him staying settled down and like getting divorced and all that. I don't know. And you must live in at least 3 different worlds over the course of your life. So that's what we're going to be doing. As you guys saw in last week's video, I made 3 builds, and unsure if I'm going to have her move out as a teen. I'm thinking I might. Oh, she just acquired the dance skill. How cute is that, considering we have to max it? She's over here dancing with her mum, getting on down. Okay, so who... this is so cute. Okay, first of all, we're going to go ahead and get her a job. So she needs to get a job in the fast food career. She needs to get a job in the fast food career as a fast food employee. Okay, so she needs to level up her cooking skill. Let's get her just to go ahead and flick on the cooking channel then. Hey, let's go ahead and watch the cooking channel. Perry, what are you doing? Pick that up, please. Perry is going to go ahead and clean that on up. I don't think I'm really going to focus too much on her schooling. I don't think she would be really into that. As you can see, I've got like a video game console and stuff here for her. That's what I thought she would be into. So let's get her to come up here and play a Party Frenzy game. I wonder if she can play it and sit on that beanbag. But let's go ahead and get Prince a job, since he isn't going to be heir. He needs to go ahead and get a job. Maybe his mom's telling him that he should try out the writer career. So let's get him to go ahead and do that. So we're probably going to have her live at home for a little bit. I was thinking for her to move out into the place in Oasis Springs as a teen and live there for a bit. And then we were going to move back to Brindleton Bay into that other small house when she's a doctor, and have her live there as a doctor and start her family. And then we were going to go ahead and have her move to San Myshuno when she is getting into the entertainer career. So I'm not sure how we're going to work that in with her divorce. Maybe she'll move out with a boyfriend. Do you think Perry... Oh, she is up here playing her video game. I think this looks so cool, don't you? She's sitting here in her bedroom playing her video games. This is just so Perry to me. This is what I think of when I think of Perry. I think of sitting in her bedroom playing video games all day, every day. And I think she wouldn't ever really get a job. I don't know if that's bad to say, but I just don't think she would, because I don't think that's something she would be like interested in to an extent. These don't need watering. Let's go ahead and sell everything there. Oh no, go ahead and repair that please, Grayson. Mopping it up isn't going to do anything. And she's going to go ahead and cook up a storm over here. She's practicing cooking for her fast food career. Oh, that does not look like it's going well, hun. She's like, it's okay, this is how it's meant to be. That just adds extra flavor, you know? Okay. But let's go ahead and change his aspiration. Let's change it to creative and a author. And then Perry, maybe I think she might want to be a bit of a jokester, you know, or a party animal. Let's do party animal. There we go. That suits their personalities a bit better now. Over here we have a big graveyard. This is so sad. Georgia still is quite a far way away from passing away, fortunately, but it still is a bit sad. We're going to go ahead and go pee, and then we've got the day off school. So let's see if we can find any teen lads, or it could even be an adult boy. That girl's really pretty. You know what, let's go ahead and form a group. I don't think we're going to have any luck doing it this way. Let's go ahead and see who we've got. We've got our brother, our sister. Why is everyone dressed so crazily? Oh my goodness, okay. Let's just go to the bottom. I feel like we're going to have better luck at the bottom. Oh, or they're not going to load. These girls in the save are so beautiful. But I think Phoebe is straight. Krista, I feel like Krista's been a teen for years. I don't think her aging is on. I think I had it turned off for that household. This one looks cute. Okay, let's just start off with those three guys. Now, oh my god, that guy's a vampire? Okay. Sorry, dude, we're actually not going to be getting with the vampire. A young adult, and then this guy is a teen. Okay, I feel like we should go with the teen first. Let's go ahead and send him a text and then chat with him. He'll be right over. Did we just invite him out twice? Okay, that's awkward. How to tell you're desperate. Is this him? Okay. What is she doing? Doing an impression? Okay, I thought that was like making fun of him. And let's just try and make them good friends so we can invite him over to Harvest Fest tomorrow. Okay guys, so we've learnt a lot about him. We've learnt that he is a teen, a scout, romantic, and we don't know his other thing, but we are his friend now. So how about we go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and ask him if he's single. He hates children. Interesting. Okay. He is single. That's great. Likes that. Okay, he is a romantic sim, so it is likely he is going to be okay with our little advances. This is kind of awkward because now we're like inside my parents' house and doing this, but alright.
Jangi. Tumba.
Alright, Georgia goes to work in an hour. Let's just go ahead and flirt it up with this guy. Let's just pretend they knew each other at school for a while. This isn't just like they met today in a club called Guru kind of thing. But they are going to be going ahead and having their first kiss in just a sec. Okay. Oh, a bit of an embrace. Cute, they had their first kiss. Okay, oh, not you. Okay, first kiss. Oh, we already did it. Let's just go ahead and give him... Oh, he's walking away from us. Look at her face right now. She's like, oh my god, I kissed a boy. Okay. Okay guys, do you want to know what's super awkward? Okay, so we're right here, and then he's going into the next room. We just had our first kiss right here by the bonsai tree. And our older brother was standing right here and just watched us have our first kiss. He was in the study reading or writing for his job, and he walks out and he's like, did that guy just kiss my little sister? I don't think she's noticed yet, but I think he is going to have to give her a little bit of a talking to. I mean, she didn't have a father growing up. He passed away before she was conceived. Yeah, don't ask how that works. You're going to have to go back and watch The Grey Generation if you want to find out how that happened. But fortunately, she never had a father figure growing up, so Prince has been her father figure, along with Grayson, but mostly her older brother. And I think right now her older brother is going to have to go ahead and have a chat with her and say, hey, like, do you think you're maybe rushing into this a little bit? You've only been friends for a little while, and this is the first time he came over to the house and you're already kissing him. Like, Do you think maybe you want to slow things down? I think that might be why they're not going to get into a relationship in this episode. But in the next episode, depending on how the chat with Prince goes, we might go ahead and ask him if he wants to make it official at our Harvest Fest dinner, our family dinner. But until next time, I hope you will have a very snazzy day, and I'll see you all in the next part. Bye guys!